2 months ago, I stopped listening to music and I told myself I was not going to listen to it for 7 days. Just a week, nothing more. And to be honest, it was one of the most peaceful weeks of my life. I've been a chronic music addict for about 7-8 months now, since January the 5th, my birthday, because I got my car and I started listening to music in the car and I started to become really attached to it. And in that week, I went outside, I listened to the birds chirp, and it reminded me a lot of my childhood, bro. I can't remember the name of the bird, but you know that nostalgic one you used to hear when you used to wake up, and I can't remember the name, but you definitely get what I mean. In those 7 days, my workouts hit a lot harder, right? My thoughts were much more clearer, my social skills improved because my thoughts were clearer, I had more confidence, didn't have that brain fog because of the music. It was genuinely the best week of 2024. But I didn't realize that until now, really. I made a video on it, you guys have probably seen that. Yeah, 7 days without listening to music. And after I made that video, I started to creep back into listening to music again. I'd play it in the car, on the way to school, on the way home from school. I played it in the morning sometimes, just for a few days. And then I was driving out of the car park at school one day and I was blasting the music. I think I was playing Lucid Dreams from Juice WRLD. I hadn't listened to that song in years, bro, honestly. And I was so stuck in the moment, stuck on the lyrics, I wasn't paying attention to my surroundings. I've reversed out of my car park and I've hit a car. I haven't really hit it, but I've scraped it. I'll show you a photo of my car. It's not too bad, but it could have been a whole lot worse. And I was so lucky I was just a couple of inches off actually hitting the car and not just scraping it. And it was all because I was distracted from the music. Luckily, the woman who I hit was extremely nice. She didn't really care. Yeah, luckily it wasn't, nothing bad. I went home, I did not listen to music in the car because I felt extremely guilty, right? Not even paying attention to my surroundings. I thought everything would be good. So I used this as a sign to go another 30 days without music and just see how it affects my life. Because as I said, I have been a chronic music addict since my birthday. I don't know why it was, but I had zero confidence after I hit that car. I don't know what, in every single aspect of my life. And because music caused it, I stopped listening to it. See, I think today is like day 59 since I started that 7-day challenge. So I went another 52 days without music. Here's how it went. What I started to notice, not on a specific day, but just over time, and this was the first benefit I saw without, listening to music, was my ability to be creative, my ability to speak on these videos much more fluently. I didn't have much distractions, the ability to come up with new video ideas because my brain would work a whole lot better, my ability to talk to people because I had no distractions, my mind, no brain fog, because listening to music gave me a lot of brain fog. I couldn't think. And I would use the times when I would drive to school and drive home from school, which is around, 20 minutes altogether, to think, just to think. That was it. Think about my life, think about the videos I'd make tonight, next week, what I had to do after school. I saved so much time because of this, and the time I spent was spent so much more productively. Now, disclaimer, I listen to pretty shitty music. The music I listen to, when I do listen to music, I don't know, it just makes me feel a certain way. It makes me really motivated. I was a basketball player back in the day, so they're all about rap. Not all music is bad. The reason you listen to music can make it good or bad. Okay, the reason you listen to it. I listen to it in a negative way, or I listen to it in a negative way. To be honest, bro, I cannot explain this, so don't expect me to. It was the social skills that were the biggest thing. I don't know really what it was. I think it's, less distractions in my mind. My brain would work better so I could come up with words on the spot. That is the best benefit I saw. Within the first probably 2 weeks, I'd say. But during these first 2 weeks of going another 50 days without it, I did listen to music for about 3 minutes per day. In the last set of my workouts, I would listen to a song, right? And I only did this because I really wanted to push myself. I really wanted to have a good workout. And if you think about it, I would rather have a better workout with a little bit of music than not as good of a workout without music, if that makes sense. I would say it's a better ROI for me, but that's it. It would just be the last set. It would be when I'm doing push-ups till failure, a wall sit till failure if it was leg day, or just bicep curls till failure if it was pull day. That would be it. And then I decided after those first 2 weeks to go 2 weeks without doing that. With zero music at all, unless it was accidental out in public. I don't know why this was the case, but those 3 minutes of music added so much meaning to my life. Those first 2 weeks, which was about 2.5 weeks ago at this point, were just dull. I don't know why, but those 3 minutes, and please, if someone can explain this, because I haven't really researched this has just been a personal thing for me. Those 3 minutes of listening to music added so much meaning to my life. I'd finish my workout and I would feel confident within myself after listening to that music, because when I listen to music, the idea of myself improves, if that makes sense. I like to imagine things in my mind, where I'll be in a couple of years' time when I'm listening to music, and I'm imagining the best version of me. But without that music, I still did my shit. I'm still disciplined. I'll still do the things I need to do, but I didn't feel motivated at all for the first 2 weeks, and then my mind kind of adapted to it. I did push through though, because I knew that pain equals growth. Yeah, if I'm feeling a bit negative in this cycle of no music, I'm gonna grow, I'm gonna learn something from this experience. But within these 2 weeks, I'm experiencing it a lot now. I truly feel like a kid again. Coming out here, listening to the birds is very, very enjoyable, right? I truly believe no music has a lot to do with that, because when we're kids, bro, we don't really listen to music. I don't know if you're like me, but I used to go to a lot of bands. My stepdad used to love going and listening to bands. They used to be really loud. I used to hate them. I used to hate the loud music, right? I love the peace, I love the nature. That's just me though. So to ground myself in my childhood self again feels really good, man. And it reminded me of the first time I ever listened to music. I don't know if anyone can relate to this, but the first time I ever listened to music that is the music I listen to now, like kind of more rap stuff, I felt an extreme hit of motivation. Because I used to be like a big basketball player back in the day. So anytime I'd listen to music back in the day, all I wanted to do was train. But I'd listen to music so much that my mind had just adapted to that. It built a tolerance to it. And that's one of the biggest reasons why I've decided to make this video and do this challenge, because I've been so addicted to it. And to continue on from that, it would have been 4 days ago. What day is it today? Wednesday? Yeah, I went Sunday down to the basketball courts. I hadn't played basketball like at my old primary school, because I went to my old primary school for years, bro, like 2 years, right? And I played the songs that I listened to back in 2018 all the time, which was my last year of primary school. And that was, for me, the most ambitious year of my life. I had very big dreams. I had no self-doubt at all. I wanted to make the NBA. And once you get older, the people start fucking hating on you and critiquing your dreams and shit. So a lot of my motivation comes from back then. And once I listened to these songs again, bro, I truly felt like I was back when I was 12 fucking years old. Like honestly, I felt like I was 12 years old again. Playing at that basketball court, which I used to do every single day. Like I'm tearing up a bit now, I don't know if you can see it. Genuinely, bro, because it reminded me so much of those times. I thought of so many memories that I couldn't have thought of before, when I used to be so addicted to this music, because a lot of the music I listened to was 2018 music, 2019 music, 2020 music. I don't really listen to any new music. Always been that type of dude. 2017, 18, 19 music, that's just me. So if you've kind of lost that touch, you are a chronic music addict, even though if it might be healthy music, you might listen to music with no lyrics. I mean, not no lyrics, well you may, but lyrics that aren't degenerate. I still recommend you take a break and just see how it makes you feel, honestly, because it hits a lot harder. I'll listen to music maybe 2 or 3 times a week when I go play basketball. I might listen to some music if I really want to ground myself in the moment and experience some nostalgia. But when I do listen to music now, again, there'd be science behind this, but fuck, I'm no science, so I'm not gonna go look up why this is the case. But yeah, it feels so much better. And if you think about it, let's say you watch porn or something, if you watch porn every day, it's not as good as watching porn like once a year. It's gonna feel a whole lot better if you watch porn once a year than if you do it every day. Again, my whole brand's about not watching porn, don't go and do that. But you get my point. But I'm really gonna use music to make memories now, not just drown myself in it, right? When I do experience a song I really, really like that is new to me, I'm gonna listen to it quite a bit, yeah, but I'm not gonna listen to it a lot after that. I'll come back to it in maybe a year or a few months' time to experience the times again. So I have like mental memories, right? I'm not gonna make the mistake I made and listen to the same song over and over and over and over again. I'm gonna listen to it, I'm gonna like it, and then once my brain builds up a tolerance to it, I'm going to stop listening to it, and I'm gonna come back to it later to experience the life I was living in that moment. So yeah, that's my plans. Hope this video provided some insight. Maybe you're gonna try this too. I highly recommend you do. All right, much love. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace. It's like Master Saw again.